Okie dokie. Since we know that this bad boy runs now we need to start tuning the carburetor. And before we can actually tune the thing, we need to set up both the exhaust and the intake to their final configuration so that when we tune it, it actually makes sense. Because at the moment we have no back pressure there on the exhaust because, there's just a big old hole leading right here to the exhaust valve. And we don't have anything slowing down the flow through the intake because we don't really have an air cleaner in it. Well, we sort of do. We got that shop towel abomination thing I jerry-rigged. So the next steps are getting an air filter in this thing. And I ordered me one of them original equipment manufacturer air filters for this. Here it is, and I hope it's the right size because couldn't really check. Bam! That looks pretty good to me. And I don't know what the hell that is, but I will ignore it. So we're just gonna take this shop towel off, stick that guy on top of that guy, stick that back in there, and ignore the fact that there's no gasket. Because I don't really think it matters too much. It's just to keep crap from getting in. I think I'll just shove another shop towel under it. Call that a day. Alright, there she is on there. And there's my cobbled together shop towel gasket. And I got another one for the top. And that's just as added insurance. Because I'm lazy. And yeah, it kind of fought going on there. But just like all things in life, if it start fighting you, just use violence, and that usually solves the problem. Don't actually do that. That's a bad way to run your life, but it does get results. Alright, well, I got like a one thread holding that wing nut on because, as noted before, it's stripped out right there where it's supposed to sit. And as you may have noticed, I need to soak that in engine oil. And yeah, I'm just lazy, so I haven't done it yet, but we'll do that at a later date. Also because I cut the hell out of my hand yesterday. And I don't want to have to change bandages. Alright, so I've now soaked the air filter in engine oil, which you can't really tell, except for how greasy my hand is. Well, let me get you some of that ASMR. Isn't that nice? Just soaked it with way too much of that stuff. I probably had to put like damn near 2 ounces of 10W30 on there. Finally get her to start soaking it up, but yeah, so just gonna slide this bad boy poorly back on there, stick the wing nut back on, and then get back to waiting. Oh yeah, don't you worry, of course I'm out here barefoot and I have a beer. Alright, I didn't come unprepared. Alright, stop worrying about me. Next step is here, muffler. So just picked this up off Amazon, about 20 bucks, and she just threads right on in. Real simple. No, we ain't running straight pipes no more. I don't even know what this is classified as. I don't even know if there's anything in it. I think it's just a baffle with some holes drilled in it. But I'm just gonna fight these threads here for a second and try and get this thing to thread in properly. There, I think. Nope. Stand by. Alright, thread her in as far as I can by hand, and I'm just going to turn her about 1/8 of a turn, mostly because that Briggs logo is there and I want it to be on top. And hopefully I don't shatter the block. There. Not quite perfect. Just how I like it. And with that, she's now got a muffler on her, and she's got an air cleaner in her, which means that she's got all the proper vacuum and pressures, and we can actually tune it to idle. So we'll be doing that next, and if that goes smoothly, I guess I have to go and start restoring this damn thing now. Great. So today's the day that we're going to try and get this son of a bitch to idle. So we've got the muffler on, got the air cleaner in, I've got the fuel hooked up. I've been letting it sit for like 10 minutes. Starting to leak out the bottom, so that's a good sign. Choke's on. We're just going to start yanking on this thing until it runs. And once we can get this thing to run, I'm going to try and get it idle. Hopefully it should just idle as is. and then all I'll need to do is just fiddle around with this mixture screw and this mixture screw. Actually, that's not a mixture screw. That mixture screw and that mixture screw, and get her where I want her. I don't have a throttle. All I got is the governor up here, so I may go try real quick to try and rig up a throttle cable right here, because it should have a cable that runs down here and connects to this arm right here on the governor, and should have a little throttle you can set wherever and turn it as you like. But yeah, this one didn't have it. That was lost long ago. So my plan was just to come up here with the governor and just grab on it and maybe find a wedge I can stick under there, but it's probably going to vibrate so much that that's a non-option. Yeah, I've just got it bolted to this sheet of plywood here. Nothing fancy. I'm sure these will rip off at some point if it gets out of balance. We'll see. Here's nothing. She's pulling fuel. Well, something's up. Stand by. She runs at high speed, but she does not idle. I also need to be standing on this. Hey, my screws come out. Alright. Well, we got a little bit of heat in her. Do that one more time. Put the air cleaner back on. And see if we can adjust on that idle mix screw. Be this guy over here. Come out a little bit. Okay, maybe put her back in a little bit. About half. If she's getting too much air at idle, then I probably should put the air cleaner back on, shouldn't I? One more time and then we'll put the air cleaner back on. Alright, so she runs just fine with the choke on at wide ass throttle. So that's fuel related, that's for certain. If I can just get this to a point where it'll idle, I can tune the dang thing. I can't tune it until it idles, and it won't idle until I tune it. Damned if I do, damned if I don't. Definitely think that high idle extra screw needs to go in though. She's a all gas, no brakes whenever I open that throttle. Set her to 1. Set him to 1.5. Probably very wrong, but we'll see what it does. She's leaning out with throttle open, but she's idling just fine. I'm setting everything back to default. We'll see if it runs at default again. That's what it's supposed to be. With any luck, it'll run like this now. I very much doubt it. But if not, I know how to get it to idle, which is one turnout on the high-speed mixer screw and 2 to 2.5 on the low speed. It looks like we'll have to go back to that. Two out on the low speed. Choke all the way open. Try that high speed out, low speed in, and see if that does something. So you've got a fuel dump, which I doubt, or Alright, I'm going to go consult the manual because it has detailed instructions on how to do this, so I probably should have that handy. Alright, so after consulting the manual, it's clear as mud. What it does say, other than set the idle valve to 3/4 and the needle valve to 1.5, it's tuned with the needle valve first, so if your engine doesn't run initially with the needle valve with all the initial adjustments, then you're just fucked because it doesn't tell you how to fix that, which is where I'm at. It says tune the needle valve until it leans out, then until it's rich, and then set it halfway, and then adjust the idle screw until you get 1200 RPM, which I forgot to do, and then set the idle valve until you have turn it until it leans out, turn it until it's rich, and then put it halfway, and then readjust this until you get to 1200 RPM. So that's not going to work because I've got it all set back to default again, and I'm confident that it's just not going to run. We're going to turn this back out. Set idle valve at 1.5. turns out, choke was on that whole time. No wonder it wouldn't fucking tune. Alright, let's try it again. She still needs some tuning. I'm kind of tired of throwing my head at this wall, personally. It was cool backfire though. Yeah. Got her close. Got her close. I just can't quite figure out which part it is. But I'm dying to let her in. I think I might back off of this idle just a little bit more. That should probably get me it. I'll try it one more time. I give up for today. Yeah. Remember to like, subscribe, comment, tell me how much of a dumbass I am and what the hell I'm doing wrong, because I honestly have no idea and I need the help. Bye, Tom out.